going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Good Burger. Good Burger is a 1997 American kids comedy, and it's basically an elongated All That Good Burger sketch. But that's what you're signing up for. You understand that when you pop that VHS or that DVD into the DVD player or VHS player. For us, growing up, there weren't too many VHSs that got as many turns in that player as that orange Good Burger movie. So we loved this movie growing up. Me and all my cousins, and we watched it all the time. And we weren't going into it for Dumb and Dumber type of comedy or any kind of raunchy comedy. It's just silly comedy. You know, butt jokes and falls and slaps and hits and bonks. It's mindless, silly kid fun. Okay, if you're a fan of the old All That sketch, if you're a fan of, even just the Keenan and Kel show,
Oh, here goes.
if you just like those two guys, I mean, that was what this whole movie was based on, was those two guys. Because I mean, Keenan wasn't even in the sketch. It was all about Kel, but those two guys had so much chemistry, and they got the spin-off show, and then they made this movie, and it only works because of those two, and we're only bringing it back because of those two, because we've seen how great Keenan is. Keenan Thompson's been obviously a cast member on Saturday Night Live for years now, and we have been clamoring to see Kel again. So I think nostalgia might be fueling our craving here, but it's okay. This movie's probably going to do fairly decent at the box office. A lot of us, 30 somethings that grew up with this movie, with this show, we're going to take our kids to see it. We're going to have a damn good time doing it. So, again, I've heard a lot of people trashing this movie, and it's not a masterpiece by any means, but you've got a couple of kids. The movie's simple. It follows Keenan Thompson. He plays Dexter Reed, who is on the first day of summer, goes on a joyride with his mom's car, gets in a wreck with his teacher, and has to get a summer job. Again, so it's a simple setup. It's literally the hijinks and those two characters bouncing off one another that makes it work, at least a little bit that it does. And you also have a really weird, creepy, crazy lead, Kurt. The way, I don't know if it's Kurt or Kirk, but anyway, he's just a weird, grimy looking dude, and he's such a little weasel with the way he acts to the boys. It's particularly satisfying to see him get his comeuppance in the end.
I give up. There is no way a guy can watch his own butt.
And there's a couple, character actors spotted through. Sinbad makes an appearance as the aforementioned teacher who gets his car crashed into. So he has a couple, I think, funny little moments. But again, it's not a thinker of a movie by any means, but it's an honest family comedy. And I think that it should get a little bit more respect than it deserves. And I hope part two. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm really intrigued. I'm really intrigued with how you make a sequel to this movie so far later, because you can't make it simply that same kind of humor. You can't make that same movie, because we're not going to laugh at all that same stuff again, at least not for an hour and a half. And our kids probably won't find it nearly as funny as we did back then, because comedy has evolved. So I'm interested to see what they do with it, but I'm going to go see it. I give this original movie, I mean, again, 5 out of 10. It's not a masterpiece, but it's fun. It's a fun movie.